This video is going to kind of review synthetic division. You're going to have to use synthetic division moving forward when we start talking about PRZ, potential rational zeros. So let's kind of think about synthetic division before that. The first thing you should know is they're going to try to trick you with these exponents. Sometimes they'll jump an exponent, like this one. They jumped x squared. You have to account for that by calling it like 0x squared. So if I was approaching this problem, the first thing I would do is I would rewrite it to cover all of my x's. So like plus 0x squared minus 7x plus 6. If you don't do this, you're not going to do well on synthetic division. Now, synthetic division uses the coefficients. So coefficient is the number that's in front of the letter. So it's using only the coefficients here. You basically write them out. And you're going to take this factor. They'll give you a factor. Take it and set it equal to 0 and solve it. That's the number that goes in this little box area, I guess half a box. Okay, here we go. You take the first number and you drop it. So it's just 1 down here. Now, down here, these numbers you're going to multiply. And in here, these numbers you're going to add. So here's what I mean by this. When I say multiply, I'm referring to times this number up here. So 1 times 2 is 2. I write it right there on the next slot. Now these numbers in the middle, you're basically adding them. So 0 plus 2 is 2. Now repeat. Multiply the 2 times 2, which is 4, and it goes in this next slot. Now add negative 7 plus 4 is negative 3. Now repeat. The negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Add this and you will get 0. All right, so the way this works is the number on the far right, the 0, is like a remainder. Then it goes number, then it goes x1, then it goes x2, and so on and so forth. So if there was another number here, it would be x3, but there's not. So I can rewrite this after doing division as 1x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now, whenever you do division like this, you want to look and see if your result is able to factor now. So like this one can factor x plus 3, x minus 1. So my answer, in terms of if I wanted this completely factored, would be these two and the original factor that they gave me, x minus 2. Like that. This blue box would be my answer of blue box would be my answer of this equation completely factored. All right, let's look at another one. Write down only your coefficients. Set your factor equal to 0 and solve. That's the number that goes in this half box. Drop your first number. Now multiply and combine. 2 times 1 is 2. Now add these together. 1 plus 2 is 3. Repeat. 3 times 1 is 3. Add these together. You would get negative 2. So this is what this one would look like. Now you can write it as a quadratic. And then you could factor this even further. Just don't forget your original factor is part of your answer as well. So that would be my answer of this equation completely factored. Let's look at this last one. Sometimes they'll give you two factors. Stick to the plan and write down the coefficients. Now, if they give you two of them, it does not matter which one you choose first. So like I could put a 5 in this box first, or I could put a -4 in this box first. It does not matter. Let's go with 5. Drop your first term, repeat the process, so multiply and combine. All right, now if they give me two factors, so we just did this x minus 5 one. If they give me two factors, I'm just going to set up another box right here off of my answer rather than writing it out as a quadratic like we did before, because I'm just going to be doing more division. So now we'll run the x plus 4. That means I put a -4 in this box over here. And then it's all the same. Drop the first number, multiply 1 times the -4, and then combine. And repeat the process. And so now when I'm kind of done here, this whatever the final answer is, that's where I go, okay, remainder number x1, x2. So now I could write it as a quadratic. So now I could write it as a quadratic. And I could factor this quadratic even further. Just don't forget, your original two factors are part of your answer as well. And a good rule of thumb when you're doing these, because it's so easy to forget a factor, go look at your original problem. Look at the degree. The degree is 4. That means when it's in factored form, I better have degree 4. If you end up with like degree 3, that means you forgot one. So that's how you use synthetic division to fully factor a polynomial that doesn't factor on its own. Hope this video helped.